Hello everyone, my name is Ruilin, and the topic of my speech today is understanding and responding to music. The first part is music and the brain. We start by understanding the major area of brain and their function. As shown, different areas of the brain process our physical, behavioral, and emotion parts differently. The adult's brain weighs about 3 pounds and contains 100 billion neurons. Neuron pooling is overproduction of brain during childhood to anticipate many different probabilities. For example, not sure which language a child is learning. A critical period refers to certain period of time that must happen. If it doesn't happen, life may be lost. The best time are prime opportunities for growth and development. For example, children memory is much better at a young age than in old age. The musical brain is innate to all human beings. The musical brain operates at birth and throughout life. The human musical brain is different from the brain of the other animals, such as in ordination. The musical brain is highly resonant and meaningful musical experiences are possible for all. For example, people with disability can also get insight into music. Musicians need talent, but hard work after birth as play an important role. People continuous training will affect the brain's ability to perceive music and development to the brain. Play music is hot brain activities because the brain's processing of music involves hearing, vision, and cognition. As shown, you can see that the brain processes different types of music in different ways. For example, the right is the rhythm, the left is a melody. Now, on to the second part. The body response to music can be divided into physical response, behavioral response, and physiological response. The main physiological response to music is heart rate. For example, heart rate change when listening to music. The physical response to music is easily observed, such as stopping a foot or nodding and others the body language. The musical response to behavioral are purposeful. For example, people will dance to the music. Music is often associated with human emotions. For example, when people feel happy when they learn music, or they feel calm when they learn music. That is a different. In the third part, we will focus on music and emotion. Emotions are public and shared. The limbic system of the brain is mainly involved in emotionally processing. Hormone ITPRA acceptance theory explains the response from before a musical activity to after the musical end. First, people begin to imagine music, and then purpose physically and mentally. Perform description of the musical during the performance of the music, and then quickly perceive the music, and finally make an evaluation of the music you listen to. Musichood often measured by self-reporting, moderating expressive behaviors, or observes physical response. There are many ways to measure expressive behaviors. For example, the pantograph development by Mafrid continuous response digital T5s. Everyone's emotion cognition stand is different. For example, some people can hear the emotion in music, while other people cannot. Park created his Blériot model to explain the musical factors that influence our emotion response to music. Berlin revised the Woody curve to show how our great pleasure in listening to music is the balance between symbol and complexity. Vladimir created the Trinity theory. He felt art, moving and experiencing stimulation beyond moderate emotions. That is, the deepest musical experience goes beyond the feeling of happiness or sadness. The first part is people who love music. As mentioned in part 1, musician is talent, such as gas, but hard work is also an important factor in successful. Camp less vary of the trees. Introversion is acceptive. Enforcement is reacting on one's own street. Sensitive is expressive. The anxiety part is that you are not nervous during the performance. In addition, androgyny is also very important in music. Many factors make people like different type of the music and play different kind of instrument, such as the personality and genres. According to my teaching experience in China, girls like to play the piano or traditional Chinese instruments, while the boy like windy instrument. But it's everyone own musical performance that make you successful in musical field. To sum up, when people listen to music, the brain begins to process the music, and through the processing of the brain, the body and the emotion can be fueled by the music. Musician is talent, but hard work and learning are also important factors for success. Everyone has different musical preference, and they can use their strengths in music to finally realize their musical dream. Thank you. This is my speech.